Welcome everyone, this is my why video and Hill's 5 steps to attaining your why with a positive mental attitude. Huffington Post says the most dramatic change is about to occur between 2016 and 2020. 3 to 5 billion new consumers are about to come online who have never purchased, never sold, and never been involved in the online community before. This is going to create a mega surge in the global economy. So I believe that there has been a massive paradigm shift that took place in October of 2014. The powers that be changed the guards. I believe that all of these 3 to 5 billion new people that are coming online right now, they deserve the chance for massive prosperity. Now, my why is my definite purpose, which is to spread love and prosperity to humanity. So for those who don't know me, my name is Gavin Mail. And I believe that we learn best by stories, so I'm going to tell you, just share a brief story here with you. After becoming number one in a large financial company at a young age, 10,000 people, I dominated the ranks for 2 straight years. Ended up getting my own branch. Had 20 associates in the office. One day we get taken out for a nice dinner here in Sacramento by a title company. The title company pays the bill at the end of the night with this special card, and he tells us all, 20 of us there, a story about the card as we're paying the bill. I'll never forget when he passed the card around to each one of us at the dining table there, and how impressed, the look upon the faces of all the people in my office there as we sat in dinner, and how impressed they were by this title rep and having this special card. I'd never seen such a card. I get it in my hands and I listen to his story, and he talks about how this card is the card that represents freedom. It represents total freedom. I'd never heard of it or seen it. It was called an American Express black card. I decided at that moment that I would get one of those cards. I made it a burning desire and obsession to have one of those cards. And I'm proud to say that because it was such an obsession, because it was emotionalized, that within 2 years we had incredible success, tremendous success at the company, did massive amounts of volume, and that I was rewarded by getting one of those cards. And there's the proof. Gavin Mail. American Express, black. So I thought that everything was amazing, everything was going great, and that I was on my way to achieving the top of the top, continued on up from there. I thought we'd go up forever. I ended up found my definite purpose. November 30th, 2016, it was a Thursday, and I met an all-wise creator. I'll never forget the day. It was a normal day at the office, 9:30 in the morning, and I was struck by only thing I can describe as a lightning bolt of love. It just struck down upon me in the middle of the office on a normal day with everybody working, and I became overwhelmed by tears of joy. This lasted for the next 2 days, through Friday. I'd never felt this way before. Been focused on my work, and I thought it was rather strange, peculiar, embarrassing that something like this would happen in the middle of the office and I'd have to leave work. I was given the purpose the next day, and the purpose was to spread love and prosperity to humanity. As an action taker, the very next day I thought I'd go back in and I'd start now. I'd use the W. Clement Stone mentality of doing it now. I'd go out and give speeches to stadiums and travel the world and inspire others to achieve their purpose. I ended up being blessed to find some amazing partners, Tommy Lee, Quinn Dang, and my best friend Taylor Greer, to help me cultivate a massive office of over 100 people where I felt that we were going to reach the top. We acquired a bank, and it was an amazing time at that moment in time. Then all of a sudden, disaster struck and the financial crisis hit that I didn't even know about, and all the money started drying up. So when we were used to having massive revenue coming in each month, all of a sudden the revenue went down to zero. With $70,000 in bills due at the end of each month, it was devastating. It closed the office down, and the dreams and the desires of this definite purpose were almost all but lost. But for something deep inside of me told me and kept saying to me, I don't know how, because this looks ugly, this looks terrible. I don't know how. I just don't know how, but I know this is my purpose. I know this happened for a reason. I know it's going to work out. I don't know how. I'm going to spread love and prosperity to humanity. I just don't know how yet. I kept saying that, and I had no idea how. Fast forward now, years later, from going and having tremendous defeat and hard times learning the online world of online marketing and failing miserably for the first few years, to then becoming the number one affiliate of another company in technology and having tremendous success and having retirement income built up, then all of a sudden one day having the rug pulled out from under me without me seeing, and having all my income disappear overnight, having to rebuild. I decided I would go back and hit the books and learn personal development. I studied the Master Key System and Think and Grow Rich, which I highly recommend. And I cultivated this purpose. I cultivated this definite purpose that I had deep inside of me. Okay, and because of Napoleon Hill's teaching, I was able to cultivate this purpose into a burning desire and then into applied faith. I'm going to give you the 5 steps which I did it by. Number 1, it was a wish. Now, usually not much is accomplished by a wish. We wish for things, we think about them, we wish for them. They don't usually happen. We forget about them. Number 2, curiosity. Became curious, interested. Kind of like someone maybe you're on Facebook or you're on a social media platform and you're curious about someone else's business. Now, you're maybe curious, you're interested, you're meddlesome, but it's kind of meddlesome curiosity. It's not getting you any closer to your purpose. That's number 2. Number 3, your purpose and your why becomes a hope. You have a hope for it. Now, a hope by itself is not very effective. It's just step number 3. So you have a hope, but you're not taking action. Then number 4, the hope becomes a burning desire, which is an intensified desire based upon your why and your motive. Okay, this becomes an absolute burning obsession. Hill calls it a white-hot, burning desire for your purpose, for your why. And then the last step is, number 5, applied faith. This is what broke me through to stay on track for my purpose, applied faith. Now, what is applied faith? Well, you know what you want. You've decided what you want, okay? How do you get it? Well, you're going to have to apply faith through practicing Think and Grow Rich and developing that statement that you see in the morning, every morning, and before you go to bed every night. 10 minutes a day, okay? It is a statement of your why. It is a statement for your reason for getting up in the morning. It is a statement for your reason for believing and taking massive action every single day. So, as the great W. Clement Stone would say, do it now. Do it now, friends. This is Gavin Mail. Done.